Rev up your engines!
Well, looks like the Germans and Volkswagen are saying, well, let's hold our horses with electric vehicles. Volkswagen now says they are not going to introduce any new electric vehicles in 2025. They say, well, maybe in 2026 we'll have some new models out. And you know why? Because they can't sell the ones that they're making now. If you want to do an overall view of the EV market, go to a few dealerships and ask them about EV cars. See which cars they actually have there, how long they've been sitting there. Now, they're not going to want to tell you that, right? But you say, I want to look at the car. While you're looking at the car, do this. Open the door. Look at the VIN number. The VIN number says when it was made, January 2025. Well, if that electric car was made, say, in February of 2024, that means it's been sitting on the lot, unsold, for 11 months. Just do that experiment. I have, and let me tell you, a bunch of them have been sitting there a long time because they can't sell them. Volkswagen's realizing it. They're saying, no, we're not coming out with any new EV models this year, 2025. And why? Because they can't sell their other models. Why make another one when you can't sell what you got? They're all electric battery cars that we're talking about. They're not popular. They're not ready for prime time. So Volkswagen says, we're not going to make any new ones. Maybe we will next year. Well, we'll see what happens next year. But for the time being, hey, they can't sell the ones they have. They're having problems with the ones they have. They're not ready for prime time, and Volkswagen has realized this. Well, seems like Honda's have more problems than they used to. Honda recalls 295,000 vehicles because it could cause the engine to lose power. In this case, it's a problem in the fuel injection electronic control unit, the ECU. That's what controls your car. Controls all kinds of things in a modern car. And, well, I guess they're just not making them right. Honda used to have no problems with their ECUs. I've only ever replaced one Honda ECU in the past, and that was because the car was in a flood. You can't blame the car on that, right? Because of the problem with the fuel injection electronic control unit, sudden changes could cause the engine to lose drive power, hesitate, and or stall. Now, this is 22 to 25 Acura MDX, 23 to 25 Honda Pilots, and 2021 to 2025 Acura TLX. I'm making this video right now in the end of January, right? And they're saying Honda's going to notify the people in March. Okay, great. So you got February and then part of March that they're not telling anybody about it. What if your stalls, you get killed going down a highway? They need to change the rules that as soon as this thing is known, wham, they got to start fixing them and telling people about it. Not, oh, well, you can wait a while. Hey, no big deal, right? Hey, it shows there's a collusion between these companies and the government, that they're giving them too much leeway. When they see a problem, it should be immediately told to people. Because even if they can't fix it, the people should know, your car might stall out. I would advise not driving it on the highway till you get the thing fixed, right? But they don't want to do that because it makes them look bad. And then they might have to rent cars for people for a month or two, and that would cost them a fortune. So, hey, Honda, they're not the great cars that they used to be. They're starting to drop quite a bit. Well, you keep wondering, how can Tesla make money with those cars? They're overpriced. They have problems. Well, here's something you may not realize. 1/4 of Tesla's earnings were due to recognizing a $600 million gain on Bitcoin because Tesla Motor Company owns a bunch of Bitcoin. We all know the fantasy that's going on with that stuff. Just as bad as saying that Tesla is worth more than all the other manufacturers put together. Total nonsense. 2021, Tesla invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin, and that stuff's flown since then. But get this. Tesla earned a record $2.8 billion in trading in carbon credits in 2024 alone. So, is he making it building cars? No. This is a dog and pony show, people. Kind of absurd when it really comes down to it. So, there's money coming in, but it's not money from selling cars. That's the hilarious thing of it. The battery cells, he didn't even make the cells. He gets them from BYD and cattle, mainly Chinese companies. So, follow the news of what's going on and see what's actually out there that might surprise you. Now, here shows the poor quality of Kias. I'm not a Korean car fan. Well, Leah Hatch sends me an email, says, Scotty, I got a 2016 Kia Optima. I had the engine replaced for free when it quit at 103,000 miles. Burlington, North Carolina Kia put a new one in 2020. In 2023, 3 years later, that engine broke too. I got another one. I wonder how long this one will last. You're not getting a new engine. I was contacted by a guy working at a Kia dealership, and he said, in quotes, remanufactured engines. They are not brand new engines. So let's put on our thinking caps. The original one lasted 4 years. The next engine lasted less than 3 years. Because your new replacement engine, guess what? It's just one that was fixed. They say remanufactured, but the word means nothing. There's no rules to say what they're doing, what they aren't. I just recently made a video with an engine that we had to change out. It was in a Hummer, and the guy got 320,000 miles out of his original engine. Then he had a Jasper remanufactured engine put in, and I looked it up on Jasper, and Jasper says, our quality control is phenomenal, and our remanufactured engines are built at or above standards of the OEM original engines. Okay? Well, that was a total crock of baloney, because he got 320,000 miles out of his original engine, out of the Jasper, in quote, remanufactured engine. It went 30,000 miles, then it broke. Cam was broken, lifters were broken. It was a long block, so that all that part were Jasper parts that they supposedly remanufactured the engines. You rarely get a fraction of the original mileage on a remanufactured engine that the first engine did. You got a worn out engine and you remanufacture it, whatever the heck that means, right? Sometimes they'll get 3 engines and they'll take parts from each one that they think are still good and call it a remanufactured engine when they put them all together, right? The idea that Kia gives you a new engine, right? They're not new. Now it's on its third one. It's probably going to break in another 2-3 years anyway. The dealerships, they're not the most honest people, and especially the salesmen. They'll lie through their teeth to sell you anything, and if you have a problem, they'll ignore it. Mr. Maman sent me this email. Scotty, I just purchased a brand new 2025 Toyota Corolla LE, and the engine sounds noisy. The car had 165 miles on it, and he said because the dealer bought it in Connecticut and drove it to Massachusetts, and that's where the mileage came from. Did they test drive it too fast? I took it in. They drove around with me and said, oh, that's normal. I don't hear anything. But they would not even allow me to drive another one of their new Corollas to compare the sound. I'll tell you what I think of that. I think it stinks. You did the smart move. You said, okay, let's drive another one, see if it makes the same noise. Obviously, your engine's making too much noise. They don't want to stand behind it. Toyota did that same crap a couple years ago. They had problems with the V6 engines. A lot of them were in 4Runners or Highlanders, and you start them up first thing in the morning, they sound like a diesel engine. Clacker, 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 clacker. I did a video on it years ago, right? And they say, oh, no, that's just the noise. That's the noise they make. There's nothing wrong with them, right? When I made that video, I had a 4Runner from another customer sitting in the driveway that had 300,000 miles. Started up ice cold, quiet as could be. Started up the new one, clack, 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 and then the noise went away. And of course, he took it to the Toyota dealer and he said, oh, no, there's nothing wrong. Well, it would only make it when it was cold, right? So he made a video of it. You can often do that with your phone, right? He made a video of it starting up, and you could hear that baby clanking like a diesel engine. Clank, 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 clank. And it was an engine only had like 10,000 miles on it. And Toyota denied it. Well, gee, what do we see now? Toyota's got to replace a whole bunch of these V6 engines. 100,000 of them, they're saying. Well, let me tell you something, baby. It's a lot more than 100,000 engines they made problems with. And in this case, they won't admit that the Corolla's making too much noise. So, you know what you do? Go to another dealer with another car. Take friend's car instead of your new Corolla. And say, I'm thinking about buying a new Corolla. I want to road test one. Your phone record the sound. Then road test yours and show the sound. And you'll see it's making more noise. Obviously, it's got a problem in the engine. They didn't build it right, or when the guy drove it from Connecticut to you, to his dealership, where he was selling it, 165 miles, maybe the guy drove like a maniac. You don't drive like a maniac in a brand new car. You can make the engine get wear in it, right? Record yours. Record another new one, pretending you want to road test the car. Hire a lawyer. And you'll see what'll happen then. Well, there's a fire sale going at Nikola. You know, they make the electric stuff. Now they're going bankrupt. Now Nikola just sold their battery production equipment to a company that is an EV startup called Mullen. Now, this EV startup isn't stupid like Nikola. The new company that bought Nikola's equipment, they make battery packs, modules, and advanced solid-state polymers. They're not building vehicles. At least it's not going to waste. They're putting it to useful thing. And they're smart. They didn't just say, well, they failed. We'll do a better job. We'll build these electric trucks. They're not using any of that equipment to build electric trucks. Smart people there. I'm sure. Here's a hilarious thing. They refuse to disclose what they paid for the stuff. You know, they probably paid peanuts for it, but they won't even tell us what they paid. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.